It is no secret the pandemic has drastically impacted many families right here in Southern Nevada. But for those who were already struggling, it made it even more difficult to move forward. 8 News Now reporter Kate Houston joins us live in the newsroom tonight after speaking with a family that has overcome many challenges and the teacher who's now lending a helping hand. Kate.
Yes, that's right, Sasha. Normally, teachers are able to connect with their students and pick up on signals that something may be wrong, but due to distance learning, that has been a challenge. As a solution, a local teacher assigned an essay asking students what they've experienced during the pandemic. She tells me one response in particular impacted her greatly.
I'm a huge believer in getting to know your students.
Kristen Pohl has been teaching for nearly 15 years. Although distance learning has created some challenges,
Kids aren't required to turn their phones or their cameras on, so I teach to dots a lot.
Pohl says some students have stepped up and engaged in class.
He was very open and to ideas, and he was one of the first ones to turn his camera on, and he participated in class a lot.
Pohl is speaking about 11th grader JJ Rodriguez, a bright student with a deep interest in fashion. Amidst the pandemic, he planned a fashion show, the first one ever done at his high school.
I noticed him a lot, but I was not at all prepared for the essay that he wrote.
I felt like I was asking, I was screaming for help, and no one was listening.
In his essay, JJ describes how over the past year his family, including his mother and sister, were homeless and living in their car, but trying to stay positive and push forward together.
We were in the cold. Like, there was nights when we would have to open the car door and go to the bathroom, you know.
I put on a strong face at school, try to make it seem like nothing was happening because I didn't want my friends to think bad about me.
To avoid being separated, JJ and his family temporarily moved in with a friend. In October, they received housing.
But it was another way of now we can finally breathe and put ourselves back together.
Despite this new stability, the family was still without mattresses, warm clothes, and furniture. After a little convincing, Pohl created a GoFundMe account for the family.
And within 24 hours, I had over $1,000. It was pretty amazing.
Now, with help from the community, the family is focused on moving forward together.
I don't want my kids to give up ever, and if they're not going to give up, I'm not going to give up.
Pohl is now trying to maximize these donations so she can continue to help families in our area. The donations that she's received so far are from fellow teachers as well as former students that she's helped in the past who are now paying it forward.